Good afternoon, everyone. This is Brad Matheny. Today's the 21st of August. Let me check. Yep, hasn't changed since earlier this morning. We are looking at a gold chart on a 30-minute basis. We started the day right up in this 25.50 area, rolled down into the 25.30 area, retested it, rolled back up. I think this is very healthy for gold. Remember, I suggested that gold is going to move quite a bit slower into this rolling pattern up into this exhaustion top here. So now remember, we're really moving into an extension up here into the 2570, 2580, 2590, and then 26, maybe 2603. This is going to be a slugfest on the way up. I think we could get a really big breaking pattern if we come over here, even though we're not seeing a rally day yet, which is what the cycle patterns predicted. We are looking at a rally day today and then a pause, nothing day tomorrow, and then an inside breakaway with a pop. So this Friday move could be very solid. Again, leading into Monday's base rally next week, then the harami, then the crush, and then the reversal rally. So overall, we're looking very positive for a move in gold, which could kind of pause out here a little bit, roll into some trending, and then roll into more trending up to 2600. I really think we're going to try to make that 2600 level in this move over, well, between now and say middle of next week. So, but it's going to be a slugfest, guys. It's not going to come right away. Now, the SPY, we have a topping pattern, and you can spread this out, or I will spread this out and take a look at this doji critical topping pattern. If you take a look over here at the SPY cycle patterns, we're moving into this top pattern here, then a flat down, then a harami, then a blank, inside breakaway, carryover here in counter trending mode. We don't have any other counter trending mode except this carryover. Then we end up in a crush, reversal rally, up, down, up in counter trend mode, and then a top resistance. So when you look at this, guys, and the fact that we're in a topping pattern, I'm really looking for the SPY to move into a rolling topping pattern, possibly down into this area here before we find some support and roll back out of it. So if I were to guess, we are going to attempt to stay above this gapping area right here. We're probably going to try to find support up above this area. And if we fail, we will immediately move down into this area here. And that's really the area that I'm looking for next week. I want to see this level as we're topping and rolling. I want to see this level hold. Very important that we try to hold above that level on the SPY, and it's basically going to be a 25.52 to 25.49 area on the SPY. Okay, so it's going to be very important we hold in this area, trying to move higher. Get rid of this line here, and let's now move over to Bitcoin, up 718 bucks, holding up around this apexing pattern that I suggested. You can see the apex line here that I've drawn. Let me try to get to it. That's the rectangle. There we go. Bring the visual order, bring the front, make it a bright yellow. So this is the apex line, ladies and gentlemen. This is the area we're trying to defend and hold. We need to see some upward momentum here. We need to see the Bitcoin, we need to see Bitcoin break above this 60,760, let's call it. So the reality again is that we have a channeling price move. We need to see this level broken. I'm going to mark it as dark green. And that's going to be a pretty clear indication that we're trying to get into upward momentum. We do have this dual flagging formation here. You can see, bring to front, bring to front. So we have this little flag that's set up A, B, C, D, and then rolling. So it never really consolidated. And we have A, B, C, D, and then a breakout here into E. So now we are going to see where we actually play out with this. We are looking for an actual breakout to the upside that may again time nicely or possibly into early next week. So if I were to come back to the eclipse tool, we may find that this area here is our breakout zone. Okay, that may be where we see Bitcoin move, and that's again between Friday and maybe Sunday, Monday. I'll extend this out a little bit. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That might be the area that Bitcoin actually tries to make a move. So we're here trading on a Wednesday, Tuesday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We might see Bitcoin try to make a move. Okay, so let's go back to the SPY. And again, we are looking at this topping pattern. And if I go back down to 10 minutes, and take a look at what's actually taking place here, you can see we've rolled across this top. Look at how beautiful this was, right in the area that I suggested, 561 from this morning. We've rolled down into these lows. We are consolidating. Remember, price does only one of two things. What is it? It either trends or it flags, right, guys? Okay, so let's come back over here. Make sure I'm not in draw mode. And what we're going to do, we've already got a line coming off of here. Let's see where that goes. And what we want to do for the most part here, guys, okay, that drew from an upper flag. What we're going to do, that line is still very solid. Now, remember, I don't believe I drew this earlier. I don't recall that I did, but it's perfect. I mean, I drew it absolutely beautifully, just expecting this angle. Now, I'm pretty good about visualizing things because I've been drawing things for quite a while. But so now we need to look here and see if we get some consolidation across this area. Okay, so remember, we will be looking at possibly a flagging setup in this area here. A, B, C, D, and then an E, possibly moving higher. So we could see some sort of a roll here, maybe tomorrow, maybe near the end of the day. Remember, the next couple of days are going to be sideways rotation. So remember, we're not going to have a lot of activity. If we do get upward trending here, it may only roll up into this area before we roll into downward trending and consolidation over the next couple of days. So really, we're probably going to be trapped between this 561 area and 557.50 maybe. So we're probably going to be trapped right in, this area for the next 2 days. And I think it makes sense that we're looking at a fairly tight consolidated range in the SPY. Okay, guys, more later. Now, remember, I warned you that this week is probably going to be to sit back and try to buy into lows. Gold is doing the same thing. It's pulling back. Bitcoin is pulling back. Everything is kind of stagnating around, the DNC and what's actually going on. I want you again to understand that we are just waiting for this market to make a move. All right, guys, talk to you later.